Hey guys, what's going on? Can anyone remind me what we've been learning about all week? Awesome, high five. We've been learning about city buildings, and today we're going to talk all about bridges. Bridges are really important structures that we can find in a city because they let us travel over big bodies of water and they connect one place to another. Millions of people in a city use bridges each and every day to get to where they have to go. So today we're going to be making an edible bridge, and we're going to use some wafer cookies. If you don't have wafer cookies, that's totally fine. You can use pieces of graham cracker, you can use pretzel sticks, whatever you have, but I'm gonna use wafer cookies. I'm gonna have my cutting board here. If you don't have a cutting board, you can use a plate, that's totally fine, but just so you all can see, you can see better on my cutting board. And I'm also going to use some frosting to stick our pieces of steel together to make our bridge. If you don't have frosting, that's fine. You can use peanut butter, Nutella, whatever you have at home that's spreadable and will let you stick. It'll work perfectly. So let's get started. Going to open our wafer cookies, or you can open your box of graham crackers, whatever you have, and I'm just gonna take some out. I like using these because these are already formed into little slabs of steel, because we learned that a bridge is made out of metal. And can anyone remember what type of metal bridges are made out of? Tell me. Perfect, you're right. They are made out of iron and steel. And these little slabs look just like the steel plates that are on a real bridge. So this is why I chose to use these guys. So what we're going to do, I'm going to put some facing one another on this little cutting board in front of me. One on each side, because we learned that bridges connect one place to another over a body of water. I'm going to put a little bit of frosting right on top of each one, just so my other slab of iron and steel can stick to it without a problem. Just a little bit, you don't gotta go crazy. And now, what do you think is going to go on top? Perfect, another iron slab is going right on top. Another piece of wafer cookie on each one. You go with me so far? You guys good? All right, now we're gonna do one more level that is exactly the same. And then I'll show you what we're gonna do. It's gonna get a little more complicated to make our bridge so that we can easily go across. Because bridges have some height. So we're just making some height for our bridge right now. What goes on top? Let's look at this pattern. We did cookie, frosting, cookie, frosting. What comes next? The cookie? Beautiful, you're right. That is what's next in the pattern. Let's put them on top. And now we have some height for our bridge. Now comes the tricky part. What we're gonna be able to do is we're going to, this time, move the next piece. We're gonna put it not exactly right on top. We're going to put it a little closer like this. Okay? To make our bridge. Now, we learned that next in our pattern was the frosting, so on goes our frosting just so it could stick in place and not move just a little bit. And we're going to put the cookie a little closer together. So it's not exactly on top, it's a little closer to make our bridge. We're gonna do one more level that's the same. So what are we gonna put on? We're gonna put on frosting now or cookie? Let's review the pattern. Cookie, frosting, cookie, frosting, cookie, frosting, cookie. What comes next? frosting, you're right. Just put a little bit. Just so it stays. You don't gotta go crazy by making it perfect. All right, now we're going to do the same. We're going to put the cookie a little closer together. And we're gonna see what happens. Up. They're almost touching. Think we gotta do one more layer to get them to touch to make our bridge. Let's review the pattern, guys. What do we think comes next? Is it cookie or frosting? We just did cookie. Now the next step is the frosting, you're right. Just a little bit. Just so it stays, nothing crazy. And now we're gonna try to put our cookies even closer together. Let's see. Oh, they touch! And now we made the perfect edible bridge. Check that out, guys. We constructed a bridge all together. And it's bringing you from one place to another. And right in the middle, we have the water for the boats to go under. And now the cars and the trucks can drive over the bridge. We did it. And now comes the fun part, the tasting. I hope that you are going to take a nice big bite of your bridge at home. And I hope that you liked making this edible bridge with us today. Now for next time for another craft from the kitchen. We'll see you later. Bye, everyone.